What's y'all, it's your boy MGZ coming at y'all with another video. And in today's video, man, we got Ren with Money Game Part 3. Now, before we get started, y'all make sure to hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new, and turn the post notifications on. I appreciate all the love and support y'all show. Now, I know I reacted to Money Game Part 1 and 2. I think I did that one in the same video, and I totally got messed up and forgot to do Part 3. But it's here now, so you guys don't have to worry about that no more. I'm not going to sit here and hold y'all too much longer. I'm dropping a couple videos today, so make sure to stay on the lookout for that. Instagram link down below. Let's get it, y'all. Ren with Money Game Part 3. Oh, and we just did the Fred Again mashup the other day. You guys will really like that reaction.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14.
I really like, Ren's style and how he does this. Like, we're literally watching, like, a movie. We're pretty much watching a movie and his storytelling ability. I wanted to pause at the beginning, but I wanted to get, catch the feel, catch the vibe of the song. But you guys already saw how, when he starts doing his vocals or whatnot, like, that's a lot of stuff that people need to auto-tune or use technology to place into their music. Ren's so talented. Vocally, that's what I'm looking for, vocally, that he can just make anything happen. And then he's starting off the song like he ain't even singing yet. Well, he talking fast, he letting you know, and then soon the song's just about to go crazy. I can feel it.
His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns that truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 20.
Okay, so we see that this kid, you know, was very smart when he was younger, you know, good grades, you know, he was good with the computer, he was doing all that type of stuff, and then his dad got in his head. And it's not bad though, his dad didn't do a bad thing. He just said, you know, like, this world's gonna be hard, you gotta be a man, so take what you can. However, that's planting, I guess it depends on how the person who's receiving it takes it, but that could be seen as greed, right? And in life, man, you can't, it's very, you know, some people say you have to be greedy in life. You have to, because, you know, nobody's here to help you. But other people say, man, greediness isn't the way. If you have it and you're able to help people, then help them. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, you know, I see both points of view, honestly. You know, if you're a good person and you can help people because it doesn't hurt you, then obviously I would encourage you to do it. But if you have to be greedy because you know that, you know, nobody else around is going to help you, this and that, you by all means be so. But you see here now he's dealing arms. So now we're going into, you know, ethics. You know, the money he was making before could have been seen as, you know, ethical way to make money. But now when you're selling arms to different countries, he said Iran and nuclear weapons and all that stuff, now people are going to look at it like unethical, and now he's selling guns, right?
8 inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. "35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
Hold on. And this is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly where I was getting at, man. People get so greedy nowadays, and we have free will, right? We can go do what we want. You want to go sell gun, you want to go sell, you want to go move weight, to make money. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget what comes with that. Don't forget what comes with that. You hear he's messing around with the cartel. That's one group you never want to get involved with. That's one group you never want to get involved with because they're dangerous. You know what I'm saying? They got connection all around the world, right? And so now you just went up, you wanted a Lambo, you want this palace, you want all this money, all this jewelry, all this lifestyle. You want to be a rock star, you want to live like a rock star, bro. Don't forget what comes with that, man. People are going to hate you. People are going to have it out for you. You know what I'm saying? And you weren't doing good things along the way to make that money. What goes around comes around, So now you're sitting there paralyzed, or you in a wheelchair, you can't walk no more. You're once a kid that was running around having fun, and by 45, all that's taken away from you because you wanted to invest in the money game. You wanted to run that money game, and you got too greedy, and you got what was coming.
The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Yeah, put that gun up.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Right.
"45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Woo-hoo! Man, Ren did his thing with that one. You know what I'm saying? The video quality, and I know that in some of his songs he does one take, so I'm wondering if that was a one take too. But the whole story, everything to it is perfect. You don't see that in music nowadays. That's why Ren on his own, just a great, individual with, his creativity, his production, his music, everything. I respect that so much about him, and I appreciate that so much about him. I gave him his flowers, and I'm going to continue to do so. Now, again, just to touch up a little bit on the money game and everything, don't fall victim into that trap. Don't ever fall to that trap, because the fast money is good. It might feel good to live good, but it's not worth it in the end. It comes so many problems, man. You got people that want to get you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's just not worth it. You're going to end up, look, in the end, he ended up, blowing himself, blowing his brains out. Because he couldn't take the pressure of the world. He couldn't handle it. He'd rather have had, Oh, you know what? And I don't think I want to touch on, because we already touched on that a bunch. There was, he said that in school, they're teaching people to be sheep, this and that. And we are going to keep having corruption and fighting back and forth when you're teaching people, to be better than the other person. When you're teaching people that what this person's doing is not right, you got to do that, right? Because then it's going to causes hatred within, a community, within a society. You know, you got to let kids do what they want, be who they are, and they'll learn through, um, through their trials, right? But you can't put nobody above nobody, because that's the only thing happens, and that's exactly what we see with the government and politics and everything like that, right? You got to let people have a free mind and do what they want, and I guarantee everybody will be happier. But obviously with that comes the money thing, right? But let me know what you guys thought about Money Game Part 3. I'm not going to sit here and hold y'all too much longer. It's your boy MGZ signing out. Love y'all. Peace.